Hello you guys, and welcome to another amazing episode of #Amilikey. As you can see, after so freaking long, finally returned to my place of wonder and comfort, the library. It's literally been so long. It feels so good to be back here. I mean, because of COVID, I was forced to get Wi-Fi at home, so I was like, no. I mean, most people would be happy about it, but I always loved coming here because I could check out a laptop and then get a room, a conference room, and then do all my work. And my favorite, most entertaining part is the videos. So I can't believe I finally was able to come back. I know most people would be like, okay, girl, it's just a library, like, chill out. But since I don't have a big house or a place of my own, it's like, it's just not the same. I don't have that environment where I can be alone and just be at peace and having nobody interrupt me and make my videos in a nice facility. So yeah, it feels really good. But anyways, let's get to the good stuff. So I was thinking about what topic to bring to light today, and I thought, it's back to school season. So for most parents, they're like, oh my goodness, thank goodness, because I can't take these kids anymore. But I wanted to bring a perspective from my experience as a student and just maybe shed some light on the ins and outs. Academically, I always did well. I was, for the most part, an A- student. School always came easy for me. I excelled mainly in math and language arts. As you can see, I'm a pretty sweet talker. And my high school English teacher in 12th grade wrote an article. Well, not wrote an article, but somebody wrote an article about me, and they interviewed her, and she said, Anna's a very articulate person. So I was like, yes, I know. But apart from the actual academics, the social aspect of school was horrifying. Like, it totally sucked. Because obviously the majority of people don't know how to deal with this. And so, one, they're either super friendly to the point where they make me uncomfortable because they're doing it on purpose to make me feel better, like somehow I need their pity. No. One of the advantages of being a burn survivor since I was 3 was the fact that I grew up like this. So for me, this was like normal. Like, I didn't find it different until I grew up and I'm like, oh crap, I am actually different. And because of it, I have to deal with so much. So yeah, the social aspect of school was awful because 1, people didn't know how to treat me, and 2, people somehow were always jealous of me because I did so well in school. Like, they assumed that because I had scars, I somehow was dumb and was supposed to be in like special classes or something like that. So they always got mad when the teacher used my work as an example and said, yeah, it would be like in politics taking Anna's A grade and giving it to somebody else. And I'm like, why y'all giving me dirty looks? Like, it's not my fault that the Lord gave me a good brain and gave me the ability to be a good student. Like, But that's just one aspect of it. The other aspect was because of my personal social status, because of my faith, unfortunately, that didn't mesh well with the majority of students, and they're only, I guess, my classmate friends, but outside of school, it's like I didn't exist. And then it felt so awkward when they used to hang out outside of school, then come back on Monday and be like, oh, we had so much fun at the party or at Busch Gardens or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, that's nice. Nobody even cared to invite me because why would they? Like, this one time, I was in this, at lunchtime, it was like my worst part of the day because it was always a struggle, like, who am I gonna sit with today at lunch? And then when I would find a small little group that would allow me to hang out with them, this one girl was like, oh, I'm going to go to the library today at lunch. And the other, it was only like 4 people. So then the other girl was absent that day. And then it was literally just me and her out of the group of 4. She was like, so I don't know what you're going to do. And I was like, gee, thanks. So basically she was telling me, you're going to have to eat alone by yourself. And she's like, and I was like, okay. She's like, but she's like, it doesn't even matter though. All you do is follow us around. You never say anything or do anything. And I was like, ouch. Like, thanks for being so kind. It's like, of course I'm not gonna say anything. You guys talk about things I have nothing in common with or I don't agree. So why say something and start an argument? But I mean, in retrospect, I was quiet all the time to avoid conflict. And I was quiet all the time because I felt so uncomfortable. These girls are talking about having sex and their boyfriends and all this other crap while I'm like here, total virgin, and like don't believe in all that kind of stuff of immorality. And it's just, it felt so uncomfortable. So of course I want to keep my mouth shut and just hope this damn lunch is over with so I can go back to class and again hide into my shelter. But yeah, so it was just awful. And then there was this other issue where people were jealous because not only I was successful academically, but I was Hispanic. So whenever I was around Spanish people that didn't know English, they'd be like, oh, why she doesn't have an accent, but she's Spanish. I'm like, well, because I've been here too damn long. I don't have an accent. What do you want? And then when I was around people that were of the same social status economically, like when I was go to the bus, they'd be like, oh, you're in advanced classes, you're all with all those white rich kids. I'm like, well, it's not my fault. I'm not gonna take lower class grades just to make you happy. Like, it's not my fault. So it was just this constant conflict of always not fitting in with any one group or clique in school. So I just want to share that in case anybody is interested in how things went down for me. And also to shed some light on how harsh and difficult school really is for most kids, whether they excel in school academically or they're just struggling to get by socially. So just a thought now that everybody's going back to school. And to think that things would change once I was in college, you know, I thought, okay, things will be a lot better because people are not so immature. Hopefully I'll find a Christian group I can mesh with, but that didn't really go as planned. I mean, for a time I was part of a group and I did hang out with them outside of classroom time, but it still never really quite felt the same because of every other thing that was going on. I always felt like I was the last part of the group, the one that, oh, poor little Anna, we always have to go pick her up, we always gotta do this. She can't do this, can't do that because of her, you know, lack of resources. And it's just never felt right, so. But anyways, I've already overdone it. So I just want to share that I'm super happy to be back at the library, at least for today, to share my amazing videos, even though I don't get a whole bunch of views, but I feel like it helps me for the most part, and maybe it might just help somebody else. So yeah, it's been great knowing that I'm done with school and that, you know, that episode of my life is over with. And hopefully the kids that are in school now would really take advantage of the amazing opportunities that they have, like online schooling and all these amazing programs that they have that they didn't have when I was going to school. So hope you guys have a great back to school season for both parents and kids, and it's never too late to learn. So #Amilikey out.